End the Silence is about, for too long it's been coercive control, there's been sexual abuse, there's been sexual harassment, there's been domestic violence.
For too long, people have been suffering in silence. And if we can just start a conversation, that will be a good thing.
The play is important because it is a play that I believe that everybody can relate to, whether we have suffered abuse or not. We don't always realize it, but abuse is not just physical, it's also verbal, mental, and we all have a part to play in either listening to enable people to speak out or ourselves speak out.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Reed and I play Samuels. I want them to be able to talk. This play will enable people to talk, and that's the main thing.
My name is Andrew Wall, and I play a character called Bishop Gibson. Now, Bishop Gibson is not a bad man. I think he's quite a good man, but he is a little naive about certain things.
I'm Joseph Courtson. I'm a member of the Agape Theatre Company, and I get to play Levi Harrington.
People have been taking advantage of others that are vulnerable, and it's been allowed to perpetuate because they've been silent. It's been allowed to perpetuate because they've not spoken out for fear.
I hope the play will stretch people's mind and raise awareness more than anything.
Because there's a lot underneath that comes out, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of people.
So the importance of End the Silence is to end the suffering, because for too long people have not been able to speak out, and this gives them a voice to finally speak out and end the silence.
So the plays are really important because, I'll say plays because they're a trilogy. They really highlight the importance of speaking out against abuse.
It's a topical subject, I think, and we have a message to convey, and his irony is that I'm more interested in it because I actually work for a charity organisation myself.
For too long, abusers, like the character I play, have been getting away with things. And now is the time to end the silence. We need to end it, and end it now.
Also, it just shows that it's okay to, come forward about these things. A lot of times, there's a lot of stigma attached to people that suffer the abuse. They're often shamed and ridiculed, and even nowadays, they really show that even when you go to court, there's a lot of times where the blame is placed on the victim.
The play is important because for too long, women and men, people have suffered, and it's definitely the time to end the silence.
Really, the plays are to start a discussion. I really just wanted to start a discussion. Going by what we've seen so far, I think that the impact on the audiences have been, it stimulates conversation and it stimulates thought. And for a writer and a director, that has to be the most important thing for you.
And the other thing I think that, for me, that's been important is by actually making this trilogy of plays, one's built on the shoulders of the other, is that we end up at End the Silence. And if through this process, if through people coming to these plays, engaging with this material, we can take that step of ending the silence. And I think that's probably the most valuable thing that we will have done as a theatre company.
And I would say that this play is important because for so long people have been falling victim to abusers, and it's time to end the silence and to end it now.